The American economy is facing a crisis. This crisis is not just a temporary setback, but a deep-rooted issue that has been brewing for years. The signs are all around us, from the bustling city streets to the quiet suburban neighborhoods. The economic data paints a grim picture, showing a widening gap between the rich and the poor. We are creating jobs, but our workforce is not growing at the same pace. While new job opportunities are emerging, they are often in sectors that do not offer the same stability and benefits as traditional manufacturing jobs once did. Many of these new jobs are part-time, temporary, or gig-based, leaving workers without the security they need to build a stable future. This means fewer people are participating in the economy. Small businesses, which have long been the backbone of the American economy, are struggling to survive. Many have closed their doors for good, unable to compete with large corporations and online retailers. As a result, local communities are losing their economic vitality, and the middle class is bearing the brunt of this decline. This trend has been going on for decades, and it is having a devastating impact on the middle class. The decline of manufacturing and the rise of automation have displaced many workers, particularly those without advanced education or specialized skills. Aging workers find it increasingly difficult to adapt to new technologies and job requirements, leading to higher unemployment rates among older demographics. The middle class is shrinking. Families that once enjoyed a comfortable standard of living are now struggling to make ends meet. The cost of living continues to rise, with housing, healthcare, and education becoming increasingly unaffordable. This financial strain is forcing many to cut back on essential expenses, leading to a lower quality of life and increased stress. More people are falling into poverty, while a smaller group at the top is taking home a larger share of the economic pie. This is not sustainable. The wealth disparity is growing, with the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Homelessness is on the rise, and many families are just one paycheck away from financial disaster. Meanwhile, the stock market continues to soar, benefiting only those who are already wealthy. We need an economy that works for everyone, not just the wealthy few. It is time for policymakers to take bold action to address these issues. This includes investing in education and job training programs, supporting small businesses, and implementing fair tax policies that ensure the wealthy pay their fair share. By working together, we can create a more equitable and sustainable economy that benefits all Americans, not just a privileged few. For decades after World War II, America experienced a period of strong economic growth. This growth was fueled by a number of factors, including the rise of manufacturing and the expansion of the middle class. However, in recent decades, this growth has slowed.
One reason for this slowdown is the decline of manufacturing. Manufacturing jobs have been lost to automation and to foreign competition. As a result, many middle-class workers have been forced to take lower-paying jobs in the service sector.
Automation and artificial intelligence are rapidly changing the nature of work. From manufacturing floors to corporate offices, these technologies are being integrated into various sectors, revolutionizing the way tasks are performed. The speed at which AI and automation are advancing is unprecedented, and their impact is being felt across the globe. While these technologies have the potential to improve our lives, making daily tasks more convenient and efficient, they also bring about significant challenges. Smart home devices, for instance, can automate household chores, and autonomous vehicles promise to reduce traffic accidents and improve transportation efficiency. AI-driven apps on smartphones can provide personalized experiences, making our interactions with technology more seamless. However, the flip side of this technological advancement is the displacement of workers at an alarming rate. In factories, robots are taking over tasks that were once performed by human hands, leading to job losses and economic uncertainty for many. Workers are protesting against automation, fearing for their livelihoods as machines become more capable. Offices are seeing empty desks, as administrative tasks are increasingly handled by AI systems. Jobs that were once considered safe from automation, such as truck driving and customer service, are now at risk. Autonomous trucks are being tested on highways, potentially replacing human drivers. Self-service kiosks in stores are reducing the need for cashiers, and automated customer service chatbots are handling inquiries that were previously managed by human representatives. The scope of automation is expanding, and no industry is immune to its effects.
This trend is only going to accelerate in the years to come. As technology continues to evolve, the capabilities of AI and automation will only grow. Cities will transform, with smart infrastructure and AI-driven services becoming the norm. The pace of change will be rapid, and society will need to adapt to these new realities. As automation and AI become more sophisticated, they will be able to perform even more tasks that are currently done by humans. Robotic arms on assembly lines will become more precise and efficient. AI-controlled machinery in factories will optimize production processes, and AI interfaces in control rooms will make real-time decisions that enhance operational efficiency. They will be able to perform even more tasks that are currently done by humans. In industrial settings, robots will handle complex tasks with ease, reducing the need for human intervention. In agriculture, automated machines will manage planting, harvesting, and monitoring crops, increasing productivity and reducing labor costs. In offices, AI robots will assist with data analysis, scheduling, and other administrative tasks, freeing up human workers to focus on more strategic activities. This will have a profound impact on the workforce, and it is essential that we prepare for the changes that are coming. Workers will need to acquire new skills and adapt to new roles as traditional jobs are automated. Companies will need to invest in training and development programs to help their employees transition to new positions. Policymakers will need to create frameworks that support workers during this transition, ensuring that the benefits of automation and AI are shared broadly across society. The rise of the machines is inevitable, but with careful planning and proactive measures, we can navigate this transformation and create a future where technology enhances human potential rather than displacing it.
The gap between the rich and the poor is wider than it has been in decades. This growing divide is not just a statistic, it is a reality that affects millions of lives every day. As we walk through our cities, we can see the stark contrast between those who have plenty and those who struggle to make ends meet. The sight of homeless individuals on the streets juxtaposed with luxury homes in affluent neighborhoods is a visual representation of this widening gap. The top 1% of earners are taking home a larger share of the income and wealth than ever before. This concentration of wealth in the hands of a few has significant implications for our society. It means that a small group of people have the power to influence economic policies, political decisions, and even cultural trends. The lavish lifestyles of the wealthy, with their luxury cars, mansions, and extravagant events, stand in stark contrast to the daily struggles of the majority. Meanwhile, the incomes of the bottom 90% have stagnated. For many, this means working multiple low-wage jobs just to cover basic expenses. Families are forced to make tough choices, often having to decide between paying for healthcare, education, or even food. The stagnation of wages has made it increasingly difficult for people to save for the future, invest in their children's education, or even enjoy a modest standard of living.
This trend is being driven by a number of factors, including globalization, technological change, and declining unionization. Globalization has opened up markets and created opportunities, but it has also led to job losses in certain sectors. Technological advancements have increased productivity but have also displaced many workers. The decline in unionization has weakened the bargaining power of workers, making it harder for them to negotiate better wages and working conditions. These factors combined have contributed to the growing economic disparity we see today.
The decline of the middle class is a serious problem for our economy and our democracy. The middle class has traditionally been the backbone of our society, driving economic growth and fostering social stability. However, as the middle class shrinks, we see a rise in economic insecurity and social unrest. People in modest neighbourhoods are finding it harder to maintain their standard of living, and the dream of upward mobility is becoming increasingly elusive. When a smaller and smaller group of people control more and more of the wealth, it undermines our economy and our democracy. Economic power translates into political power, allowing the wealthy to shape policies in their favour. This concentration of power can lead to a lack of representation for the majority, eroding trust in democratic institutions. The growing income disparity is not just an economic issue, it is a threat to the very fabric of our society. We need to find ways to create an economy that works for everyone, not just the wealthy few. This means implementing policies that promote fair wages, support small businesses, and ensure access to quality education and healthcare. It also means fostering a culture of inclusivity and collaboration where diverse voices are heard and valued. By working together, we can build a more equitable and sustainable future for all. The challenge is great, but the potential for positive change is even greater. Let's strive to bridge the gap and create a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.